Hey, welcome to the Tau Fort. Come on in and dry yourself off. Today, I'm going to show you my system on how to easily beat the Gotta Go Fast weekly challenge in Phasmophobia, faster than your mother can suck a golf ball through a garden hose. In this challenge, you're stuck with Tier 1 equipment with 0 evidence and 0 sanity, with the player and ghost speed at 125%. On top of that, there's no crucifix or smudges, so it's pretty difficult. I completed this challenge in a little under an hour, completely solo, with the first 30 minutes consisting of me coming up with these tricks. The very first thing you should be doing while loading it is checking the cameras in the truck for ghost orbs.
Did you see it?
If you see ghost orbs, you can effectively rule out about a third of the possible ghosts. They may be a little hard to see, so make sure you take a few seconds on each camera to double check. You can see here in one of my games, I got ghost orbs in one of the cell blocks, and it is barely visible. If you don't see ghost orbs, it doesn't mean you can rule it out. Not every room is visible from the cams. Don't worry though, there's other tricks that'll help. What we're going to do next is set up some evidence. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why set up evidence when I can't even make it to the ghost room? Shut up! Trust me, it works, and there's a way to figure this out without hoping for a Diogen every game. A common misconception in Phasmophobia is that the ghost can't give evidence while hunting. This is false. The ghost can write in books, can give spirit box responses, and even give EMF 5 while hunting. We're going to use this by grabbing a salt, UV, and a parabolic microphone. You can swap one of these out for a flashlight since we're going to be going back to the truck anyway. What you're going to do is set up your salt right at the front door between these two lanes, just like this, and throw the UV on the ground so that the light covers both piles. It's okay if it's not perfect because the UV footprints will be everywhere. The reason we're using this spot is because you might have to do this multiple times, and it's right by the front door, so it's easy. It also funnels the ghost right into your equipment. Next, head to the truck and grab a book, spirit box, and a flashlight. We're going to set the book and spirit box down near the salt piles. Make sure the spirit box is on and that the book is placed and not thrown. If it's thrown, then the book will not work. We're going to leave the back door open just like your mom does for me and wait for it to close so that we know a hunt is starting. An absolute godsend for this challenge is the monkey's paw, which we can use to wish for knowledge and rule out one piece of evidence. If you're comfortable using it, you can reset until you get the monkey's paw, cutting down the possible options greatly. Now, while cozy in our spot behind the salt, we're going to use the parabolic mic to keep an ear out for two things: the ghost location and speed. If you can't hear the ghost, you're going to want to wander this opening room until you can hear it, and then try and get its attention. If you can't get its attention, then it's probably a yokai. A key part of this strategy is to stay near the front door because we're going to be running right back to it. It's come to my attention that most of you gremlins aren't subscribed. That little 1.5% is your mom and she loves these videos. Subscribing really helps motivate me to put out more content. After the ghost catches a whiff of you like I do for your mother's cooking, you're going to run back to the spot behind the salt and start asking spirit box questions until you die. Keep an eye on the ghost and an ear out for a spirit box response. If you hear a response, see the book begin to write, or see UV footprints after the ghost steps in the salt, you have 3 pieces of evidence you can now use to narrow down the ghost. For instance, if I don't see UV but I do see ghost writing and orbs, I have these 3 options, which with a little bit of hunting knowledge you can use to make the best guess possible. After dying, you have a few seconds to look around and pick what ghost you have, so check the book, salt, and UV quickly before deciding. You can see in this clip that I died, but no salt was disturbed, indicating that it was a wraith. But it wasn't, it was really just a mimic, so I got kind of upset. Another option is to grab a camera and try and snap a picture before dying. This can be used to rule out phantoms. In this clip, I was lucky with the Diogen and let him have a little fashion show. Isn't he stunning? A few quick notes before we go. You can listen for a banshee scream through the parabolic mic, and a Myling's whispers. A Myling is the only ghost that can whisper twice in under 80 seconds. Another tip is that if it's not lightning fast, you can rule out a Thay and Moroi instantly. I hope this guide helped. Let me know what kind of tricks you guys have been using to complete this challenge. Thanks for stopping by the Tau Fort, and as always, stay dry. Unlike me at your mother.